the Russians have given up dealing with not only the Ukrainians, but with their sponsors, the U.S. This is very out of character for the Russians and particularly for Putin. This is revealing diplomatic things that are usually kept secret. Now, he hastened to add that there was no agreement to keep this confidential. The Russians have been extraordinarily circumspect, in my view, until now, not to reveal really sensitive things that would put the complete kibosh on any prospect of dealing later with the U.S. or with Ukraine or somebody else. But now it's different. Lavrov, the foreign minister, made a point of talking about Minsk and how the Russians were led down the primrose path. I want to quote just two sentences from it because Putin took a lot of heat for this, and uncharacteristically of any Western statesman, and Putin has said, "Yeah, they fooled me. I mean, I shouldn't have bought into that. I shouldn't have stood around for 7 years while they diddled us." Putin himself said that. But here's Lavrov, okay? The Minsk agreements from 2015. Yeah, 2015, 2016. Here we go. Many people believed, this is Lavrov, that Russia made a compromise that did not meet the interests of Ukrainian citizens who associated themselves with the Russian world. One way or another, that compromise was the outcome of diplomacy. However, although the document was unanimously approved at the UN Security Council, the Minsk Accords of 2015, our former partners, 3 signatories, Angela Merkel, Francois Hollande, and Pyotr Poroshenko, admitted that they had not planned to implement it. So the, quote, diplomacy of lies, end quote, was the only kind of diplomacy we had then. I don't know how the current stage of diplomacy can be defined. Later, he says, we're finished. We're not going to deal with the West anymore. We're turning to the East. Now, that's a terrible, terrible loss for the West. I mean, this is what they have dealt with. And what Putin is really saying now is that, look, okay, you did this. We should have fixed this thing in 2014 when Donetsk and Lugansk pleaded with us to accept us into the into Russia. And we said, no, work it out. The Minsk Accords, look at them. We'll watch them, and you just try to cooperate. Get some regional autonomy. We don't want you part of Russia. Okay.